Sometimes when I make videos about ladies overlooking the more decent, God-fearing men, sometimes, when I look at the amount of videos I, push out, it almost seems like I'm picking on women. And it's not that I'm picking on women, but for me, I love women. I'm a Christian. I love people. But I really want to encourage women to look beyond the faulty understandings that a lot of them have already adopted and twisted philosophies. Because the reason why a lot of you are going through divorces or failed relationships after the other and heartbreaks is because look at the type of men that you're considering. You're really putting yourself back into this whole really twisted, distorted understanding of what a man is supposed to be. And it's very easy to get it right the first time. Is just look for the standards, and the best possible way you can resource that you can look for to look at those standards really is God's word, because God created people and he knows what the healthy standards are and what the unhealthy standards are. So a life coach is not going to help you find the right person. It has to be God's word, and it has to be in context, not just anybody. But one thing I actually wanted to do a video on really is that women are not obligated to be with you, regardless of what you appear to have, or even if you seem to be a healthy guy. I think that it's important that a lot of us guys, and I used to call myself a nice guy. I don't refer to myself as that anymore. In fact, I try to stay away from that terminology. I try to say a man with good intentions, or a decent man, or a God-fearing man, but I don't want to say the nice guy, because I don't want to make it seem like being nice is like you're trying to bribe women into being with them. Or that a woman is obligated to be with you simply because you're nice and you have all these certain traits. Women, like men, are entitled to have whomever they desire. If the lady wants a guy of their culture, that's fine. If a woman wants a man of another culture, that's fine. If she wants somebody who's from different cultures and different backgrounds, that's fine. Different educational backgrounds, if he's tall or short. I think that it's okay to suggest or advise, like, hey, miss, or my friend, or my daughter, or whoever, I think this would be healthy for you. But when it comes down to it, it has to be a woman's decision with what type of man, of what type of character or lack of character that she decides to be with. And when it comes down to it, you can't force a woman to like you or like a certain type of man. Some women, it takes time for them to understand what type of man is really tailor fitted for their personality and their character. I met some ladies that it took them 40 years to figure it out. Some knocked it out in 20 years. They're in their early 20s and they already got it. They understood. Sometimes it's ladies in their 60s and they just now get it. And then of course you have the ladies that don't learn at all. And they're just kind of, they just never grasp the type of healthy man that they're, supposed to be with. But I just want to encourage men, regardless of where you are, do not put down women just because they don't choose you. A woman has the right to choose whomever she desires. Now, if she wants Mr. Dirtbag or Mr. Snake, leave her alone. But there are some ladies that like decent men, men who love God, men who are hardworking, men who actually have integrity and character, and that's fine too. So I really just want to emphasize for men particularly, do not call a woman out of their name. Do not start acting funny around them just because they're not interested in you romantically. There's a lot of ladies that grow up in their neighborhoods, in their different, workplace and their schools, where guys are constantly hitting on them. And because the lady's not interested, the guys completely sever ties with her completely. And so a lot of ladies have to deal with that. Sometimes it'll be a guy that they really trust and love and value, and the guy develops feelings for her and then sort of expects her to respond in a romantic, mutual way. And the lady, she still values him, but she's not interested in going that route. And the guy, he'll block her from social media, or sever ties completely. He won't talk to her anymore. He won't respond to text. He doesn't want to be a part of her life. And there's a lot of guys that get butt hurt in that way. And I'm going to say regarding that, I think to some degree it's justified, because if you know for a fact that you are interested in somebody and you don't feel that you have the strength or you have the maturity to be their friend, then by all means you have every right, gentlemen or even ladies, to step away from somebody that you were interested in romantically. You're not obligated to be their friend. However, I do think that it is nice and it shows maturity when you can still be in their life. You don't have to be their best friend, but you can still maintain some type of basic relationship etiquette. Whether it's at school, the workplace, you're a neighbor, a mutual friend, and still, show like, hey, I'm not butthurt. Like, I can still be your friend. But I just want to emphasize overall, women are entitled to be with whomever they choose. Now, it's up to that woman whether, she sees the signs of the red flags and all that stuff. That's up to her if she's going to remain or stay or whatever. But I would like to think that for a lot of you ladies, you're learning what's healthy traits and what's unhealthy traits, because there are some ladies that they only want the guy that's very popular and he has money and everything is, he got the fast car, and they're only after that guy. Like, he has to have stuff going on and he has to be desired, and then they want him. And then you have the ladies that are looking a little bit more deeper at who the man actually is. Is he going to be a good, reliable partner? Is he going to be a reliable husband? Is he trustworthy with money? Is he somebody that has some type of integrity? Is he going to be a decent father? What are his principles? Does he respect his mother? Things like that. So it's just important to look at those things. But ladies are entitled to be with whomever they want and whomever they choose. God bless you guys and take care. If you have any comments, let me know.